Older consoles and their percussion so good. Is that like the only noise they could generate back then? They couldn't do the higher treble stuff?
Welcome back. Actually, Alyssa just asked if older consoles had a harder time generating higher frequency noises, and I'm going to guess that they might have, because higher frequency noises require higher clock rates, and those were more difficult to produce. Like, yeah, I don't know, probably. Cat, that is not yours. Cat.
Oh my god! That was not fair. That was a close ranged attack. That is just inhuman.
We have a water bottle, and if our cat's getting into something she's not supposed to and she's ignoring us, then we'll spray her with it. We've only sprayed her like 6 times in the past 2 years.
Yeah. But,
small fee. Great, now I can swim. Just what I always wanted to do. I think Idle Springs, yeah. That's the world that I thought I was going to a second ago.
I think the lower frequencies treat them well, though. Cause,
yeah.
Well, at least for me, because my personal tastes are like, I really like low frequency stuff. Like,
yeah, no, I know.
And they also have to compensate with like super heavy instruments.
I mean, this has pretty high stuff.
Yeah, it does. Like this.
But you don't want, because I'm guessing the high frequency stuff would stand out a little more. And if that's in your background music, then you don't really have background music anymore. You have foreground music.
That's an interesting.
I mean, most like background music in video games is.
I think you must have been in the water.
Yeah, I have to go back.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh, no, nothing special about that one.
I never really thought about that. Because, like,
crazy.
I love instrumentals, and they're supposed to be background noise, so I guess they would use more lower.
Well, not all instrumental. If it's like for something, then it might. But as a rule, not instrumentals don't have to have a deeper sound quality to them.
Yeah.
Like this one, I mean, it's not. I wouldn't call it high pitched. It's not low pitched, but it's not high pitched by any stretch. Oh, cool. So, Idle Springs has an underwater section, and if I went there first instead of second, then I would have had a problem. I wouldn't have been able to finish it.
I think it is high pitched, but like it's not powerful, so it doesn't seem very high.
It's mid-range. Like, Sparks eating is high pitch. I can't do it. Nice. Nope, I wanted to go over here.
I wish I had PS1 sound effects when I ate food.
Alright, Idle Springs. This one is interesting.
On a first date, you'd be like, so, what are you interested in? And then be like, sorry. I remember hating this place.
Yeah, this place sucks. It's not that fun of a level.
Like, it has an annoying quest at the beginning of it with shooting that totem and stuff, and then it has the hidden underwater passage, and then it has this really annoying high-speed mission later.
The high-speed mission's not bad, but it is kind of hard. The atmosphere isn't that great.
Yeah. It totally seems like, I don't know, just leaning on a stereotype instead of being creative.
It's just, I don't know. One of my favorite levels is the electric one, with the mouse-looking guys or whatever. you know, the one that the electric guys.
Yeah, they're like these nerdy dudes with big heads.
Yeah.
And they're German? Are they German? I don't remember. Or do they just have like a dork voice?
I think they just have a dark voice.
Why was I remembering them as German?
I don't know. That was close.
Are meter shields like a real thing? Because like I've seen them in Dark Souls and stuff, and those guys, they have really reflective shields that when you shoot fire at them, they heat up and stuff.
Well, that's because they're made out of metal.
Ah.
See?
Oh.
I think the heater shield is just a Dark Souls thing.
Okay.
That's a good game. I should play it.
I agree.
Except I'm too lazy to start a new game. And I don't want to start from the middle.
You're so fucking good at it that...
I'm not that good at it.
Well, you're better than me. And...
You're so dumb. No, I'm kidding. You're way better at Demon Souls. I couldn't play Demon Souls because after playing Dark Souls, the controls were just too awkward. I suck at this.
I understand your sentiment, and like I couldn't get into Demon Souls at first because I was such a big fan of Dark Souls that like I just didn't like the world layout or anything.
Yeah, the worlds don't seem as interesting to me either.
But
like,
after...
and the story, like, what is the story even? Like, I don't know.
But after I got into it, like...
Although, to be fair, I didn't know the story of Dark Souls until halfway through the game, and that's because I read the wiki.
Yeah, like, I didn't read the wiki at all, and I'm just like, what the fuck, okay.
No, I can tell you the stories of Dark Souls. In the beginning, something or another.
Yes, exactly. No, but like, after I got past... Not even after, but like, halfway through the first world, it just seems like... I love Dark Souls, don't get me wrong. The direction in that is perfect. But Demon Souls is really cool on like a weird kind of abstract sense standpoint.
The worlds felt clunkier, like they didn't feel as... And I only played the first world and then I fell into a giant hole. And quit.
Isn't that like in the first 5 minutes?
No, I beat most of the level and gone back to it because I was like, that looks sketch. And then I went back to it, and then I died, and then I was like, well, I'm done with this for now, and never picked it up again. God.
Really? You played a Souls game and died and was like, well, can't play this anymore.
No, I had died before, but I was just like, I'm done. The controls were, like I said, the biggest problem I had with it were the controls. But it wasn't Dark Souls, you know.
Yeah. I understand that, but I also think, like, after playing a really long amount of Demon Souls, I think it's cool as shit.
It gets better. 2 hours in. No. See, this game is just action. Yeah.
Are you talking about Spyro?
Yeah. I say as I stop to wait for a gym.
I don't know, man. If gem cutting is like your profession, I guarantee that Spyro is your game.
Do you like how I lift my leg up whenever I jump? You can't see that. You guys can't see that, but yeah.
I didn't even notice it, but after you mentioned it, then like I thought back, and I was like, yep.
Yep.
That's something I fucking did when I was younger. I think I still do it, but I don't have anyone around me telling me I do it anymore. But like when I get really into a game or something, I'll like start wiggling rhythmically.
Well, wait, where is it? Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Only if it's like something that I'm like worried about. Do I do it? Like if I'm worried about making a turn or something?
Yeah. Maybe I'm just worried about everything, and that's why I constantly have to wiggle.
Why did I even have to look for that? It's really dumb. But yeah, if you lose sparks, then sparks won't go and get the gems for you, so if you want to get the gems, you have to like touch it directly. Please.
Sorry, I was just
Okay,
saying
good.
if it was still recording after the whole sound issue. Because, you know, my Shadow of the Colossus
Yeah,
stopped yesterday.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the red light's still on.
Yeah.
What was the time, did you see?
No, I didn't look.
Oh, it's fine. Okay.
Sorry.
I think I'll do one more world just because I'm vain. Not vain, that's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Shit, I did not want to go this way.
Just because you're into it, or?
Yeah. Like I'm on a roll.
Yeah, that's, where are you going back here? Does it lead to something?
This is where the
Oh, where
fast...
that... Yeah, okay. I think I just hated it because I'm really bad at it.
That's a good reason to hate it.
It's not.
That's why I don't like platforming games.
Oh, come on. That's not a reason to hate anything. What if Karis stopped Skyward Sword just because she couldn't climb the crates?
No one has to know about that.
Everyone has to know about that. It was beautiful. We have a friend named Karis, and she doesn't really play
I'm gonna
video
send
games.
her this video.
Do it! She doesn't really play video games other than Bully for the PS2 randomly.
And League.
And League of Legends. And I made her play Skyward Sword. Because
she wants an unbiased opinion, but then she's like, this game sucks. Alyssa is not Karis. Karis hasn't... Well, Karis doesn't like it because she's only played the tutorial.
Yeah. But oh my god, she was really funny.
Well...
It's just really fun to watch someone who doesn't really play games, like, kind of confusedly go about things. Like, I had to tell her what platforming meant and everything, and it was just like, oh, you're an adorable baby.
It's just because she hasn't played them before. God!
Isn't this mission great?
Yeah. A+, guys.
But she was like, there was a Goose cutscene.
God.
There was a Goose cutscene, and like, the beetle guy was like, "Durr," and Karis was like, if you're goons, if your goons be saying "Durr," then you need a better squad, cause,
No!
oh man, you were so close!
Yeah. At least it's not as bad as the one in the Fawn world, which I absolutely love to death. That world, not that particular gym. Anyway.
Wait, isn't that the one that you said you had a favorite song in?
Yeah, it's the one that I like the song. I like that world all together, like, because you've got the Fawn guys and then you've got the Fawn girls or whatever that are like the bubblegum chewers. And they're like... Well, that was a successful run.
Yep.
Okay.
But you just said that you just like talked about it like you hated it or something.
No, that one's just really hard to do. It's harder than this one. That... Speedy ones. What? How did I only get 4?
Do you have to do it in one cycle, or do they respawn after a while?
They respawn. No! Come on!
Why?
Doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter.
That's the noise I make when I am being threatened with my life.
Why aren't they resetting?
I think I gave up on you. Well, what the fuck? Now they're resetting. That's weird. Does this game have like a... what's
He's like trying to reset her.
Oh, what the...
Maybe it's because I'm playing it on the PS3. This is probably a bad idea.
What's it called when like something's a little bit far away, so you have to show it at a lower resolution to save memory? Is that drop rate?
That's called... MIP mapping is one of them. MIP mapping is usually what it's called.
Yeah.
Level of detail is another thing. MIP mapping refers to textures specifically. Level of detail is general. Because you can do level of detail on, like, models and stuff where you use lower res models.
Yeah. So, like, is that just the lady in the far background? Is that just it being hard to see, or is it like a lower level of detail?
No, I don't think they did a level of detail. Level of detail increases performance, but it takes a lot of space. They did not have a lot of space to work with.
You weren't doing so good at this, so you had to take some sippies.
I was just thirsty.
Ah, okay. Makes sense. You alright?
Yep.
Do you need me to try it?
Nope.
You good?
I will do this by myself. Even if it takes like an hour.
Oh, I agree. I would love to see this drag on for an hour. Damn it!
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And now they do some sort of dance. Rain dance, actually.
I love
to put out the tiki. Wow, game. Wow. Quality. I can't skip it. Oh, that was abrupt.
Look at that. The hula girl's rain dance blew up that idol like a Roman candle. Now I can pursue that.
What even?
Roman candle?
What? What nationality is this? It's like a hodgepodge. A smorgasbord.
Oh, these stairs are so annoying.
This game had really good texture artists for what year it came out at.
I'd like to point out that the PlayStation had way better texturing capabilities than the N64.
Well...
The N64 could render more polygons, but had a very low amount of texture, like, space devoted to textures. So you couldn't have that many textures, which is why a lot of Nintendo games, like Zelda and Mario, use just flat colors and shading, and relatively few textures.
I mean, what's the difference between... Because, like, they're all 2D imagery. Like, what's the difference between a 2D flat drawing and textures? Other than, like, more colors, I guess. But you can have a subdued palette.
No, but, like, look at Link. How many textures does he have? His eyes. In his mouth. Everything else is just a color.
Yeah.
And then shaded. Like, the shading is done... Like, this has shading in it, too. That's why the gems glimmer on different faces. That's a shading. That right there was shaded. They could both do shading. The N64 was better at rendering geometry, but what the problem with the N64 was that it had such a small, like textures take up a lot of space, and the N64 had not very much space, so you couldn't store very many textures. And the textures couldn't be very high resolution.
Yeah.
The PlayStation, on the other hand, had a lot more room available for textures.
So they're higher resolution and stuff?
Yeah.
That's cool. I never considered that.
They're higher resolution and more things can be textured. I think it's this.
We talk about texture as like the green goblin dudes are one neon color.
Well, but they are. But look at the walls and that box and me.
Yeah, you're fucking beautiful.
Thank you. And those blocks, like, there's a lot of textures. Like compared to like Zelda, like in Zelda, there's like 3 textures on screen at any time.
I don't know. I think the N64 beat the PS1 when it came to textures, with specifically the game Glover. I think that was the pinnacle.
It didn't. Did that game even have that many textures? That game. Let's just not talk about the game. You should do that. You should single threat that game.
No.
By the way, this is single threat. I'm Jagger. I should probably introduce myself at the beginning of the videos, but whatever. Here I am again.
That's okay. They'll see your picture when I have a drawing, and they'll be like, "That's Jagger."
Alyssa does all of the fancy schmancy art stuff for us. Oh, he's over here now.
Fancy.
No, where is he?
Speaking of which, there's a YouTube trailer you can do if you're editing your page, and we should make like an introduction video or something.
A YouTube trailer?
Yeah. It's like for...
Oh, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a featured video type thing?
Yes.
We should do what?
We should do a video for that. I don't know if it would be live or animated though.
I think I messed up.
What are you doing?
Well, there's another puzzle over here. I use the term puzzle loosely. Here, but he's not over here yet, so I don't know.
Oh, what?
There's something over here I haven't done.
Have you even been over here?
No.
Okay. That would explain why things aren't done then. You have so many fucking gems.
What can I say? Oh.
You've got all the gems. What's even the point anymore?
I feel like there isn't one. No, I feel like is this one with only 2? Yeah, this is one with only 2. So what did that guy want me to do? Where's the next puzzle he wanted me? Oh, he's here. I forgot. I have to do the stupid fish thing.
Of course you do. What are you talking about? This is the best. Oh my fucking god. I love Spyro. I just realized that.
Okay, can't do red. Whoops.
Oh. The vomit sound effect is not helping our dignity. I hate stuff like this because it's like very impulsive, so it feels like it's not even your fault when you do it.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, thanks for making me feel like shit.
Come on! What?
Redfish, redfish,
What?
redfish, redfish.
Oh my god. Did you see that?
It's beautiful.
If he liked redfish, I could have fed him like 3 times now.
It probably randomly generates more red.
It probably does, and because I'm playing on the PS3, it's bugged.
It's fished. That wasn't even a joke. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. The frequency of the redfish makes this a little easier, I say, and then I'm gonna lose. What?
What was that shit? What?
Up too slow.
Does it like get harder on the 10th one?
Nah, I just did it too late.
Hmm.
Okay, so he's here. He never moves. I take the most direct path to the next place. These guys have like some sort of teleportation shit going on behind the scenes.
What is the Tiki stereotype derived from? Because like I know
Native Americans.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What Native Americans have stuff that looks like that?
Well, like tikis and stuff like that. That's a Native. No, actually, tiki might be Hawaiian. Totally Hawaiian.
Yeah, that makes more sense for Hawaii because it had hula girls and all that. Okay. Because like I was thinking maybe it was Easter Island stuff because they have the heads and all that.
Oh, nice.
But...
Okay. So star. I think it's this one. And either orange or diamond. So like these two had star in common, then these two had shape, and then these two have moon in common, and then shape.
Nice.
Oh, thanks for teleporting me. Boom.
I feel like that racist stereotype was a very 90s thing.
What? Hawaiian?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I say, but this game was probably 2000 something.
Yeah. What's weird is like when it first booted up, I was like, wow, this is really low resolution. But now that I've been playing it for a while, yeah, this does some level of detail. Watch.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, look. See the wall? Wait. It did better when it was further away.
Wait, what am I supposed to be looking at?
Look at the wall directly ahead of me. See it? Right now it's just color shaded.
Yeah. Ah. Cool. I kind of like faded into being full res.
The fading into full res was just like limited resolution with number of pixels. But when it went from being one solid color or like the gradient to actually something.
That's cool.
Anyway, let's watch the outro video if they have one. No, I want to burn this. Okay. I think there's actually a level where you get an orb for burning those, so it's just good measure.
No, I think it's because this world was shit.
Ooh. I think he joins them.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Hooray, acceptance.
Yeah.
Cash money, baby.
Cash money millionaire. No. I'm going to reference other shows on our show. Alright, bye!